I do. I feel you. I mean, even sometimes I do shit. It's like, nigga, you know you finna get really emotional doing this. I
So
just be
At
like,
least you to the point to where you know, like, there used to be a time nigga would cry about some shit and the nigga didn't understand why I was crying about that shit.
yeah, like that. I ain't finna watch it right now. I cried that night.
so what
Like,
kind of movies do you watch?
um, anything really. I don't have a
Go to?
particular preference. It just depends on where I'm at the moment. Right now, I'm not just into. I'm really into comedies or either something that's what do you call it? Um, Stuff like American Gods and
You said
niggas
American Guy?
dealing drugs.
Okay,
Like
Narcos.
I'm into all this shit. I've gotten over Narcos.
Okay.
Um,
I watched Mulan the other night.
The new one, the one that
Yeah.
just came out? Okay.
That shit.
it's a
Fucking,
new one.
yeah.
Yes, it's a
live-
$30 new one, and he
It's
paid
a
it.
live one. I didn't pay for it.
Okay, how did you get it?
What you mean $30?
It's available on Disney Plus.
It's a new live Mulan.
Let's talk about how you got it to watch for it for free.
I'm not watching it for free, but
So-
my ex, she paid for it, and then
Okay.
showed up the next day on on Disney Plus for free. After I
Okay.
was like, you could have just waited a day, so you spent $40 for nothing.
What do you? So they had people. What?
Yeah,
Disney?
isn't that wild? So you pay your subscription,
Right.
and because
What am
most
I-
movie theaters are closed, and
$20 for?
$40 to see the
because
movie
the
early.
movie theaters, not all movie theaters are open, so they wanted to act like it's being released in a movie theater, but it's on your Disney subscription. Was it good?
Yeah,
Really?
it was good.
Okay. Was
Like, it
it?
was more realistic. Like, it wasn't no Mushu type shit in there, but
Was it different than the old one?
it's completely different. Like,
Really?
they made it realistic.
But storyline.
Oh,
wise?
it's
Yeah,
like
it's
it's like a
still-
live action.
Yeah, it's live action.
Oh, it's real people.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's not cartoon.
Nah.
No.
Oh, okay. I might watch that. I'm not paying $40 though. You can tell me.
I mean, it's not worth $40, but it's still a good movie though.
Mm.
I mean, it's like Lion King. I wasn't gonna pay $40
Yeah.
to see that shit.
It's if anything, with us being the age we are, it's more a nostalgia thing. My
Yeah.
kids was like, okay, well, this movie is not that.
So
funny.
you really like Mulan?
yeah,
that's what
well,
you
I
telling
like
me?
the original. Nigga, don't judge me.
Niggas said Mulan was the shit.
Yeah.
That whole was cold. I definitely watched it. I ain't
Yeah.
finna stunt. My neighbor had a collection of VHS tapes of pretty much every Disney movie ever.
And that's
Does-
basically what Disney Plus is.
And
Yeah.
they gave me that shit, and this is when I was young. And I think most of them we still have. I know y'all niggas ain't seen not Finding Nemo, The Adventures of Nemo.
Of
It's
course. Yeah.
Y'all both seen
You're
it?
so excited. Yes, everyone's seen Nemo. It's a nice
I didn't
movie.
know. Like that shit that was
Yeah.
my shit.
I sat
nigga.
back yesterday and watched Goof Troop with the kids and shit, and laughed like a motherfucker. Like,
But Adventures of Nemo wasn't that popular though, was it?
nah.
Okay.
Because I don't remember it until I saw that, and I was like, "What is this shit?" And I was like, "I love it."
We're talking about Finding Nemo, right?
No,
Okay. I don't know what
The
you're talking about.
Adventures of Nemo and Slumberland.
No, I don't know what you're talking
There's a
about.
little boy who used to go to sleep, and he went to sleep, and he went to this whole other world.
Okay.
Y'all never seen that?
I
You,
seen it.
you know what I'm talking
Yeah, I
about?
know what you're talking about.
Name apart from the book-
never
from
ending
the
story is what you're talking about.
No, nigga, I knew. I see. When she said that, I knew you know what I was talking about. Nigga, no.
There's no fish.
Nemo and the Adventures of Slumberland.
That's a part of never ending story.
No, it is not.
Oh, I know about Neverending Story. And
That's a whole nother story.
yeah,
what
but
it
that's got a
is.
dragon. He's talking. We
Like,
don't know.
I'm finna show y'all.
I'm about to look
What
it
is
up.
it? Nemo and like.
So of
when
all
y'all
your,
see-
is it Disney movie?
Yes,
Oh,
it is. There we go. Oh, there we go. That shit came out in 1989.
And that's why.
So yeah, I was around though. I was 4.
I was one.
I was 4.
I was
4 or 3. So I
Like-
was around. I was kicking it.
This shit. Yeah, I really want to play the trailer. Hold on, we're gonna pause for a second and we're gonna play the trailer. I'm sorry we ain't got video. We finna get that shit. Finna get that shit soon. But yeah. Alright, so we just watched that shit. Y'all fuck with that shit?
Yeah, I fuck with it. But I told you I fucked with it in junior high. So I mean, my movie styles don't change.
And you said my movie style's on time.
I
Nah.
would check it out too. It gave me. Have you ever seen the movie The Brave Little Toaster? When he goes to Mars.
Nah, I ain't never
No?
seen that.
No,
But that's some new shit, huh?
that's about 90s. That's
What? The Brave Little Toaster?
Yes.
I'm not watching no shit.
I watch.
I mean,
def-
I'll watch it now, but back then I was like, nigga, a toaster. Give me some magical shit. Like, I don't care. Like, this
Yeah.
ain't the closest I got to some shit like that was Beauty and the Beast
Okay.
with the dishes talking.
Too much singing. That was my problem with Disney movies.
Yes, I'm not with the singing shit. I mean, I am, but don't make this shit into a motherfucking musical.
Have you seen Rocket Man? Elton John's movie.
Like the actual, like
Yeah.
the real Rocket Man,
Yeah.
the move with the game on Nintendo.
No. Elton John has a movie.
Oh, you talking about the new one?
Yeah.
I haven't. I thought you
You're
were talking about.
you're not gonna like it because it's a musical and it fucks me up.
Mm-hmm.
Like Elton will be telling the story and then just a musical will break out and I'll be like, nah. And I love Elton John. So
My daughter had asked me. It's probably about a month ago. She was like, "So how do you feel about Hamilton, Daddy?" And I was like, "I think it's really whack, baby."
To be honest.
And she was like, "What?" But I like it. And I was like, "But you know, they weren't even rapping back then."
nah.
So it's just weird. And she was
Ain't
like,
it about
Andrew Hamilton
Yeah.
or Anthony Hamilton? I mean, not Anthony. My bad. I ain't even mean it.
Yeah.
It was Andrew.
the
It was
R&B
Andrew.
singer.
Just realized who the fuck Anthony Hamilton was.
But everybody is black on it, ain't it?
Nah, it's just some niggas talking about Anthony Hamilton and rapping and shit. That shit's whack as fuck.
Yeah.
And that was like the #1 shit on Broadway for a
Yeah,
while.
for a while. It's
Man.
kind of like that Beyonce shit she had when she was doing that play and shit with the Brat doll and them. And it was a single. It was basically a musical.
Okay, wait a minute. Let me do this. This is the What You Thought podcast. It's your boy Michael Taylor. We got
This big KB, I know who I am.
and we got someone new with us today. I'm gonna let her introduce herself.
Hey, this is Anna Berry at that.
You got Instagram or Facebook or
Yeah, my
OnlyFans? No, I'm playing.
all three, all of the above. But we're just gonna talk about the first two right now. My Instagram is at Anna Berry, and my Facebook is Rude Gal B.
Say that one more time.
Rude Gal B.
Oh, okay. Got you.
She a Facebook star.
So
Yeah.
this nigga
Facebook
Kevin,
be lit. I got a Twitter, but that's if
I
you
was-
over 18.
like I used to be on Twitter. I used to be on social media a lot, but now I'm on that. My mama is on social media more than me.
Yeah.
Like
Do you TikTok?
hell no.
No.
My kids are trying to get me to do a TikTok. I just
Yeah.
ain't got to that point yet.
My daughter is my niece. She was like, we gotta do a TikTok, but she ain't brought it back up. So you know, I ain't said shit. But nah, I don't have no TikTok. I'm not interested in that. But-
My knees ain't the same no more, so I don't want to dance on TikTok and shit. So
I can't dance, so that's why I'm like,
I can actually dance though, but it's kind of fucked up because my kids the shit that my kids be doing.
nigga, if I ever see you dance and be like, this nigga really can dance, I'm finna die laughing.
I don't want to do all that shit, man.
I had a homeboy that I'm gonna say this and then we gonna get back to what you said. I had a homeboy, this nigga's cool as fuck. Rose. Niggas know me, then they know who that is. But we had this joke, and just imagine the coolest nigga ever. Like, just, I'm trying to think of who I can compare that nigga to. Just imagine somebody that you think that's really cool that's not finna dance.
Like the Fonz.
Yeah. And then that nigga saying, like, back in the day, I used to be in dance battles. And you just imagine that nigga being in the dance battle, and it's like, bro, I don't even think you can move that fast. Like, I ain't seen you do none of that shit. But anyway, so you said just a second ago about what movie was we talking about? The Disney movie.
Mulan?
No, not Mulan, not Nemo. You said something about
Fuck.
you was supposed to remember, dog. Alright, fuck it. It's all good. Alright, so we here this week at shit, how y'all week been?
Chilling? Shit, nigga had a long ass weekend.
I mean, of course, everybody did.
I actually had a really good weekend. So
What?
I did LSD. I did acid.
For real?
I did, yeah.
I haven't done it before. That's on the list though.
And I
It's
watched
trippy.
I watched the Avengers on it.
How was that?
It was beautiful. Honestly, it gave me a whole new appreciation for Disney movies and the Ultra HD. Because if you rewatch it, you'll see that everything is painted, and it's pretty lit.
I don't like the like the 4K shit looks like
Is it too bright for you?
no, it
Is it
just
too
looks yeah.
It's
Yeah.
basically
It looks too normal.
It's,
Yeah.
It's
basically
almost like
useless technology too.
yeah,
though.
it's like
It really-
is somebody shooting this with their iPhone? Like that's what it doesn't look bad, but it's like it just feels low budget. Like
Yeah.
I want my shit to have a filter on it.
Okay.
Like, and I feel like with 4K niggas, it's like, no, you're finna get the actual moment.
Yeah, you're finna see
Like
them
you're
sweat
there,
with
and
4K.
it's like, nah, nigga, it's a movie. Go ahead, give me that filter. Make me feel like it's somewhere I've never been before.
Get
Like,
a Apple TV.
nah, I'm good with the shit I got. Like, I'm so old that I'm set in my ways. I don't even update my computer.
I'll be
Like,
older.
I'm like,
Every
I'm
time
not
it's an
trying to do
update,
that
I'm on that shit.
Partly because of my music.
Yeah, you
If
don't
I
wanna lose.
update, a lot of my programs will start acting funny.
Yeah.
Because that shit's not compatible, and niggas don't go with updates at the same time. So I can update some shit, and then some of my shit won't even work no more. That's part of the
And
reason.
you don't put too much money into your shit, so I
Hell
can
yeah. Then I gotta find out how to downgrade. Then I gotta probably buy
convert it and all
the
that shit.
yeah the OS for what I need, and it's like, nah, fuck that. I'm not upgrading shit. But my weekend was cool. I ain't do shit, but I hang out with family. My brother came home from college this weekend for the first time.
Your little big brother.
My little big brother, that nigga got bigger.
That's all you gonna do when you in
That
college.
nigga, you see that nigga bigger than you, bro. Like, and not big as in like fat, but it's like, god damn, bro.
He ain't got shit else to do.
I don't want to hire you as a bodyguard because you my brother, but like, nigga, you fit the description.
Yeah.
Like, bodyguards don't look like Kevin Costner, my love. But like, that nigga got bigger. But I hung out with them this weekend. Hung out with the fam.
I was
And my
lit all
dad-
this weekend.
I wasn't. I was kind of lit, but I was going through some things.
That was the only reason why I was lit. Dealing with bullshit. I was like, all right, man, I'm gonna have me a good time and just
Yeah,
sip Douce and take edibles and just chill till I don't feel nothing.
this nigga Kevin texted me a picture yesterday.
I was high as a kite.
Like, I'm so hot. That hoe was so close to his face. Like, this nigga was sweating. This nigga eyes was red. This nigga gonna ask me, hey man, you want to smoke? I was like, I'm good. But this is after he asked me that. But then when he said that, I was like, I'm glad I didn't, because I wasn't sleeping like that.
Yo,
I
I'm
don't
gonna
need
be
to be asleep right
zooted,
now.
nigga.
But I did that. I hung out with the family Saturday, and then Sunday my dad barbecued for the first time in a while. At least for me to be there, and that shit was dope. The family was over there, and then you know, I had to, like I said, I've been dealing with the
Yeah.
chick I've been telling you about over the past few podcasts. Um, but we can get into that in a minute. That's a whole other story.
I'm trying to tap into my the future side of me. They get out of this
Yo,
Wilson shit.
you ain't gotta tap. It's not. You ain't gotta tap into that. That's not hard for a nigga to do it. Like, but anyway, we'll talk about that. So, where are you from, Ona?
I'm from California.
Okay, what part?
I'm from the desert, Death Valley, Barstow.
What? When did you move to Texas?
Probably about 5 years ago. I've lived a little bit of everywhere in the United States.
Where else have you lived?
I'm a military kid.
Oh, okay. Oh, I was about to ask what branch, but you just said military. Who was your mom or your dad?
My mom, she works for Allstate. My dad's in the army.
That's what's
So we
up.
moved from not branch to ranch, but
Port.
base
I
to
mean,
base.
fort to fort.
Yeah.
Or base. Yeah.
My dad
My
had to
best
go through that.
friend's mom is in the army, so yeah, I know how that shit is.
I
Well,
was on the go.
you said what?
So I was on the go.
Yeah, that shit. Fortunate enough, my best friend didn't have to move a lot. Once I met him, that nigga was pretty much here. But where all have you lived?
I lived in New Mexico, Tennessee, Oklahoma, Georgia, New York, California, and Texas. And my stepdad is Colombian, so I've lived in Colombia for a couple years while he got his green card. So I do speak Spanish as well.
And how old are you?
I'm 24.
That's shit.
Young punk. That was
It's
flash.
fucking amazing. Like,
Yeah, traveling is beautiful. It's nice to know everything that's outside of Texas. Texas has definitely been the most different
Everybody
different
here.
how?
because it's so diverse. There's all kinds of people here, really.
There is. There is.
The melting pot of the South.
Yeah. Yeah. I can definitely agree with that. That's how I felt Hillcrest was. Like,
Yeah.
there
Have
was
you lived
so
in
many-
other parts of North Dallas?
All right, so I grew up in Oak Cliff, and then I moved to a different part of Oak Cliff when I was 9, and then up until I was 9, I was off of. You probably don't know where this is, but I was off Ledbetter over by Madison, closest to Madison High School, and then I moved over off Ledbetter and Rugged, and then stayed there, went to college, came back, and pretty much been living in North Dallas all my adult life.
Okay.
since
Have you
I've been
ever
back.
left here?
I did. I actually had saved up money, left here to go to Cali.
Yeah.
I went there for 2 weeks. Got an
Vacay?
opportunity. Nah,
Okay.
wasn't supposed to be like that. Got an opportunity to go on tour. Went on tour for 2 months. Had money saved up, so I was paying for a place to stay in Cali and everything. And the tour didn't. I was lied to, so financially, it didn't produce how I was told it was. I didn't really find this out until about 3 days into the tour. So at that point, I was like, man, fuck it, I'm out here now. So
That's what I
never,
don't miss about music.
yeah. Long story short, I never went back to Cali.
Okay. Bad experience.
I had to come back here,
Mhm.
and one of my very good friends, it's like my brother, he actually moved. He drove back to Texas by himself with my shit and his shit,
Mhm.
and like that's my nigga. That was my nigga before, but if he wasn't my nigga before, that nigga's definitely my nigga now. We actually went through a little bit from that just because of how stressful it was,
Mhm.
but we definitely good. Like we brothers. That I talk to that nigga all the time. But that's the closest I've got to living somewhere else. Other than Dallas, I've lived in Nacogdoches when I went to school, but I want to move outside of Texas. But right now, I got a little girl, and I'm not trying to. I'm not
Up
trying
and
to miss
move.
her.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
You'll be missing shit then.
Mhm. I do want to move though. Um, I do want to have a place in Texas. But I still want to move other places. But I'm kind of over Cali right now.
It's
Uh,
hyped up to me.
Virginia is
Yeah.
calling my name, but I'ma chill on that shit.
I want to live either somewhere in like somewhere real rural or in another country.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at with it right now.
Be like Dave Chappelle moved to Ohio, just chill.
Right?
Yeah.
Like Kanye moved to Wyoming.
Yeah.
That nigga. Speaking of Kanye, y'all see the interview with him and Nick Cannon?
Yeah.
No, I did
He's
not.
out.
What happened?
It's nothing. It's normal. I'm a serious Kanye fan.
Yeah.
It's been some years where I've been like really disconnected from. Not that I didn't like it, but I didn't like it as much as I did. Like I'm talking about Kanye fan to where that was my go-to.
Mhm.
That's all I played. And then now, with the stuff he was coming out, probably since after Yeezus, it's kind of been like I played it and I liked it, and I might play it for a week and then,
Then
I'm
be
on to
out.
something else. Um, but in this interview, and even with the stuff he's been saying and doing before, I don't disagree with everything, but I can agree that, he's saying he's not articulating what he's saying well, what he wants to say well, or what he means. Not saying that I know what he means, but he's explained himself after that, and not to give him the excuse, but I just don't like when people like when he said the thing about slavery, like that felt like a choice. It was the choice of words that he chose was like, hey,
Terrible.
bro,
Yeah.
you gotta do better than that.
Yeah.
He
Cause
could
like
say
if-
it completely different.
If we were around friends and we said that, it would be like kind of funny, but it would be like, we know what you mean, but like you wild for wording it like that. Like, come on now. But a lot of people take things at face value with words, so people was just like, so what you saying? It's okay to be a slave? Like we chose to be slaves? Like no. But after so long, and you see a situation is a certain way, and you gotta choose to get out of it, and not even saying that that's not what happened. You know what I'm saying? And he definitely made it seem like it was like most slaves were complacent. I believe, which is not true. But fuck all that. In
Just
this
didn't know no
episode with
better.
Nick Cannon, he seemed very sane. He was saying a lot of things that should be said, as far as just your mentality, and this as far as how you move as a whole. And I don't see too many people disagreeing with what he said unless you just on some other shit.
Have you
know?
ever heard of the Kardashian curse?
Yeah.
That shit's a real thing.
So maybe that's just affected on his mentality. If you're have looked into that, because this is all brand new. How he's
Right, and that may have affected it as far as like if that's something new, like not new, but as far as like I don't, I feel like that type of shit is subjective to the person.
coincidental.
If you believe in it, or if you let yourself be available for that, then they're gonna do that. Look at Ray J.
Ray J the only one that came out of that shit though.
You know what I'm saying?
Everybody else is fucked up.
But we see that it's possible. That's what I'm saying. Ray J a real ass nigga.
Yeah.
Ray J was like, I know where to put her as
Yeah.
far as what I'm doing. And
But you gotta keep in mind, Ray J got a little southernness in him, so he can see through that shit. Ray J up from Mississippi.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, him and Snoop, all of them are cousins,
Really?
like first
I
cousins.
knew that, but I didn't know that.
Yeah, they all from Mississippi.
What part?
I can't remember what part, but I know Brandy was born in Mississippi. Ray J was born in Mississippi, then they moved to California.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of my family from Mississippi.
So
Mississippi
you
got
know,
some
you
real
know,
ass
you
niggas.
know that third eye with
Right, and it's like it's not that this because I'm pretty sure they was born there and when they moved there from before they
yeah, before they blew up and shit.
grew up and everything. So but I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But Ray J made it out, so I only believe in that the Kardashian curse so much.
Just look at the numbers though, man. You got they done had some top notch niggas, and all of them niggas just done fell apart.
And Caitlyn Jenner, like
Yeah, I definitely agree. Like you gotta have a strong ass mind going into a situation.
Bruce used to be Captain America, like
you
literally
gonna-
Captain
yeah,
America.
Now
look at this
nigga's
nigga.
Miss America in this bitch. Like, so I feel you gotta have a strong mind. I understand that.
Look at Scott.
I won't give them that much credit though. Like, as far as this being like, they have that much credit because it's work.
Yeah.
But I'm just thinking as far as myself, like, for one, I wouldn't talk to anyone anyway.
Look
Look
at what they doing to Travis
They
Scott.
fine. Like, they fine as fuck. I'm not even finna stunt. But it's like, I'll be like, it's cool. We can be friends. I'm alright.
Chloe still look like Brett Favre to me though. She still look like Brett Favre.
What?
She still that's OJ Kid. You can't tell me that's not OJ Kid. Everybody looks the same except Chloe.
Nigga said her features is stronger. She been doing the fool with the surgery
Yeah.
though.
I seen her the other day, and I was smoking the blunt. And I had to put the blunt down. Like, nah, that ain't Chloe, man. Nope.
I stopped. After the second time, I was just like,
Let
okay,
me put
I
this
see
shit
what's
out,
going
man.
on. Like,
But I'm totally too high for this shit.
I fucked with it before. Like, I was like, I know she's not the most attractive Kardashian.
But if you put, like, I see the picture with Chloe next to OJ's kids, other kids, and she looks exactly like them.
that's the only, I don't know. But definitely not
Chris-
Courtney. But
Chris a bad motherfucker though.
nigga,
Like Chris gonna make $1 off her kids. Like
I can definitely agree. But we supposed to be talking about this Kanye.
she gonna pimp Kanye kids
She gonna
out
get her
too.
money, bro.
Yeah.
I respect that. Like, nigga, if you move over there, you gotta know what you're getting into. It's like the niggas that like after Bruce came out and y'all saw the reality show with
You go have to
Scott.
do like Game of Thrones with them.
I love Game of Thrones.
Then that's how you go out the move with them.
Like, y'all niggas gotta know, like, alright, you see what's going on, like, play it smart. And I thought Kanye was on some, and I don't think he completely fell to it, but I
It's
think
it's
he was
effective.
thinking how I was thinking, and then it was just like, okay, I see I gotta step my shit up because this shit's pretty real. And now he's just in a position of like, oh, y'all ain't gonna get me. I still fuck with y'all, but now I'm here, so now I gotta deal with it. But that's just what I'm saying. I don't know how that nigga feel for real.
Travis just going through it. That nigga music that completely changed.
Really?
To me, it ain't the same. It ain't the same feel.
From what? When do you think it? When you think
That song that him and Kanye just recently released.
What's the name of it?
Yeah. Something. Hold on, let me think.
I'm terrible with singles. I'll be.
It's
on
a
the
new
album,
single,
but-
and it's him and Travis. It feels like Travis, but it seems like weird as fuck. Like, Travis always had futuristic ass music, but it just seemed like a
Right.
dumbed down version of him. I can't think of the name of it.
And you think that's because of Kanye?
I mean, but the Kanye sound, when Travis was working with Kanye on St. Pablo, it was a more turned up style. Like, you could tell, you could hear Travis over that shit.
Right, because that was Travis style.
Yeah.
That's what Kanye.
But now this new single, it seems weird. Like, it's it's Travis doing his ad libs, but it doesn't seem so energetic.
But niggas is gonna change though.
Yeah.
I don't attribute that. I wouldn't attribute that to the Kardashians. I would attribute that to this niggas change. Niggas sound is gonna change.
Travis used to have me so lit that I want to throw shit out the window type shit, and it
A
ain't
lot
the
of-
same no more.
I don't. I feel you because I feel the same way, but I feel the same way about a lot of music. So I've just chalked that up. It's like nigga, I've probably changed. That's what that is. Not said I don't enjoy it as much. Um, but just like anything, I haven't. You know, you're not gonna listen to nothing for forever.
Yeah, but I mean-
not all the time. There's things that you're gonna go back.
You gonna
to.
change up, but your vibe ain't changed. Like from the first time I heard your music to
Mhm.
now, your vibe ain't changed. You just got better. Travis is not.
But that's what you want as a fan.
Yeah,
Now you have to understand that.
yeah,
And I've had to understand that even though I'm an artist, niggas is gonna change and niggas is gonna make different music, especially this day and age because everything is so open that it's not a certain sound that niggas, it's a certain sound that niggas is shooting for, but it's, you have more of an opportunity to come up off of any sound nowadays than any time before,
yeah.
you know. But I feel you. I don't. The niggas that I fuck with, I don't listen to them as much as I used to. All the artists that I say that I like are my favorite artists, I don't listen to them as much as I used to.
I had to do that with Childish.
Gambino, yeah.
Man.
I had to because it takes away from the nostalgia for me.
I can't do it. Yeah, cause when I go back, I gotta be like, it
Like,
gotta be.
I have a
brand
habit.
new.
I have a real bad habit of attaching emotions to songs.
Like a whole situation, a time in your life.
Yeah.
That everybody does that.
Yeah.
But I do it like really bad. Like I
No,
can get
everybody
this far.
does it. I promise
What
you.
what artists do
everybody.
you find yourself attaching the most songs to?
Childish, Wayne, Sade a lot. Like I've actually spoke on Sade.
It's Sade.
Okay.
It's no H. Don't fuck with my baby name. We'll fight right now, and I keep this whole recording.
Who else?
Outkast.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know who put me on to Outkast like that?
who?
Melissa.
My baby mom.
Whoa.
Nigga. And it was really like a combination of Melissa and Jessica.
Yeah.
But they was listening to it and I was like, what is that? This shit sounds tight. And they had I think somehow they had burned me a CD of the shit. And I was hooked. Me and my daughter's listening to that shit this weekend. Because he was like, she heard, because Hey Ya is on some commercial now.
Yeah.
And she was like, do you know that song? And I was like,
I want to go to New York so bad just so I can run into Andre 3000.
He in New York?
Yeah, he in New York. Like people will randomly catch him playing the flute on the street.
I saw a video of him today. He was coming from somewhere, and a nigga had called him. He was laughing. He had some shit in his hand. It just looked like a big bullet.
Yeah.
And I was like, what is this nigga? What is this shit in this nigga hand?
What fucks me up about Andre 3000, that nigga said he's recorded enough music to put out 3 albums and would not put it out.
I know how that feels. I got the same shit.
But that's so annoying to me. I'm like, nigga, just put the shit out, nigga. Like, even if it's a mixtape, let us just hear it.
It's difficult. You've heard more songs that I haven't released than I have released.
Yeah, and that shit drives me nuts. Like, nigga, you
Like-
can.
Why do that?
It's
He's a
it's
perfectionist.
an artist thing. It's just like this is my life. If I don't feel like putting it out, I don't want to put it out. My feelings may change from the time I make the song to the time, I feel like it may be time to put it out. Some things I make and I put it out the next day. You know, that's probably about 2 to 3 songs a year at this point. But I used to release a lot of music, a lot.
Like every Tuesday.
Like I got a lot of just circulating on the internet. I got a lot of music, but it's like I don't know exactly what it is, but I feel them, but I'm still upset. Like I don't care, bro. I just wanna hear from you. Like that shit. It's it's weird, but I understand them. But that's a whole nother topic.
I appreciate that being said because it never really made sense to me when like artists pass away and then they can release like 2 more
All
albums.
this shit.
So it's probably they're
But
pretty-
most good artists,
Constantly recording.
if not all, yeah.
Yeah.
That's how you get good.
never thought of it like that.
Like I get that's it, and I'm talking about just songs that he's heard.
Mhm.
I'd have heard hundreds and
I
hundreds.
didn't.
of
I
songs
got
this
shit
nigga
that ain't
would
nobody
not
heard but
release.
me,
Mhm.
and most of it is because I forgot about it. Like, cause I work on music every day. I record something every day. So there's always a catalog of shit, but it just depends on how much I fuck with it.
Like this nigga got enough music to where he could just start doing 100 features if he felt like doing it.
It's man, but I'm getting back into the swing. I've really been in a weird state just because I'm normally in the state of having an idea of a project that I want to make, but I haven't really just had that for sure in like 2 years, bro. And it's weird, but that's with me having at least 2 projects ready to go
I
right
know
now.
you got more than that.
Yeah, and that's just stuff that's ready to go, like the other shit. And then I got a whole another set of songs that most of the shit that I make, people will never hear. So that's why I understand a lot of the shit that we'll never hear. A lot of shit that Michael Jackson made, that Prince made, that Nate Dogg made. I know that nigga
Speaking-
Nate Dogg had a lot.
Speaking of
shit.
Michael Jackson, you know, for the last 5 or 6 years, they've been bidding on this nigga music. They said this nigga Michael Jackson got over 1,000 songs that's worth $120 million. And Diddy, Jay-Z, Tommy Mottola, and some other people has been bidding on getting it. And Michael's mom just won't sell it.
That's her choice. That's her song.
But music worth $120 million. Like they say, this nigga would not stop recording.
Cause what else you gonna do? I don't know what else. Like what am I finna do when I get off of work? Like
But this,
I may
this,
chill, but what I'm finna do is sit in the house and look at myself.
like, nigga,
If
this-
I'm not
this the-
working on music, I feel bad. Like I don't like it. Like that's even when I don't feel like making music, I will sit here and almost force myself to try and come up with some shit. And it's just because if I as difficult or as awkward as that may feel, I will feel even worse not doing
recording,
this shit.
yeah.
So
You basically bottling up your emotions and shit.
it's not even that, because I mean that's the whole idea of me trying to make music is to get my emotions out. Which, all right, well, I'm gonna come back to that. But so basically what I'm saying is 100 and what'd you say? How much?
Nigga, you got about 100 songs.
No, I'm talking about as far as
Oh, Michael Jackson, 100. The
120.
120
20
is the
20
starting.
mil?
Yeah, is the starting price for it.
That's low. That's low, nigga.
But it keeps going up because Diddy keeps competing for it. Jay-Z keeps competing for it.
Cause they know,
They know what. Yeah,
even if they haven't heard it, nigga, it's Michael Jackson.
like
Give me that shit.
like they said, it's at least 20 songs with Michael Jackson and Paul McCartney together. and you know what type of music them niggas make together.
It's shit that we'll never hear. Shit that we'll never hear. That's probably so amazing and so fucking beautiful. And the only people that heard it was the niggas that was around.
That was there.
Yeah.
And them niggas got gag orders on. They can't say shit about any of that music.
Just like when the nigga asked you what you was singing and you was like, I don't even know if I can. I ain't shit. So just imagine if I was Michael Jackson, you'd be like, oh, nigga, you didn't hear nothing.
I'd be at work singing that shit loud as fuck.
Oh, this that new Michael Jackson.
They
No,
be like,
you
what
can't get it.
They be like, what you sing? I'd be like, nah, I can't even tell you, fam.
You can hear it from me. This is the only, I'm finna be your Spotify today,
Yeah.
nigga. This is what you finna get. But it's like, yeah. I know it's songs that Tupac's made that nigga still ain't released. You know, that nigga
Yeah,
keep releasing.
He said he recorded a song every day for 10 years.
Nigga. Kanye said,
Which is hard, which is a feat in itself. 10 years of music.
Kanye said 5 beats a day for 3 summers. In one of his lyrics. 5 beats a day for 3 summers.
I believe him.
And with me being in, like, from the time I started up until pretty much 2012, like I have a line also. I say I was doing 3 beats a day for 6 summers,
Yeah.
which may equal to 5 beats a day for 3 summers.
Yeah.
But just the amount of, like, niggas really, like, you work, if you do this shit, nigga, you really do this shit every day. And it's not, I'm not surprised about the amount of songs dead niggas have in the bank.
What's Saha actually said it. He said it's so difficult to work with Kanye because Kanye will do an album in a week
And won't
and
do
just
shit
scrap
with
it and will scrap it.
That's me.
That shit crazy as fuck.
I send a nigga a whole small EP. I send a nigga a whole 5 songs from the beats that they made. And then just be like, that was dope. I'm working on some other shit right now. Like, nigga, I know, and ain't nobody just came to me and been like, say, nigga, you getting on my fucking nerves. So
I mean, but they know who they dealing with.
yeah, and cause I'm that nigga. Like, niggas, I got one dude that's just on my side. It's like, don't let that shit go. And he's so much on my side that whenever I release music, he
That's
be
why
like,
I don't have you.
I told you to wait.
That's why I don't have you as much as about that shit. Cause you do it at your own pace, and then what's the point of me trying to speed you up to do that shit, and then it wouldn't be you.
It's not even that. Well, it's that, but it's just a matter of just trying to fit where you think you should fit at the moment. But I think that's Kanye is a different type of artist because he never was just back to the interview. I know we took the long road. Back to the interview with him and Nick Cannon. Kanye was never meant to be just an artist, and he been telling us that shit, exactly what he's gonna do, and exactly how he feels since he's came out. Like, Kanye always been this type of nigga. And we knew that. This is the nigga that got on TV and was like, before people was brave enough to say certain shit on TV. And was just like, George Bush don't care about black people. It wasn't prolific. He didn't use no big words. It was just how he felt at the moment.
It was direct.
How do you feel about his relationship with Trump?
Um,
Does it make you think any differently of him?
No.
It doesn't make you suspicious about anything.
It puts me in a weird space.
It puts me in the space of what are you trying to do? But at the same time, all right.
And we're back.
I fucked up.
Technical difficulty.
I thought we was recording, and we definitely wasn't. But it puts me in like I was saying, it puts me in space as far as
It's just a little odd.
it's definitely odd. I'm not mad at him at all.
It wouldn't be Kanye if it wasn't odd though.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Like these niggas,
You
Kanye
gotta
we
expect
love
the
Kanye
weird-
because he's had some of the coldest one-liners
So-
ever.
Isn't it interesting that Kim Kardashian is becoming a lawyer
It's in
very
her bloodline.
interesting.
and is
though.
freeing a lot of black men?
But it's in her bloodline though. Her
It's very
dad was a
interesting.
lawyer. I mean,
Yeah.
her granddad, I think he was a lawyer too. But I mean,
It's definitely interesting. but
Kim
it's-
ain't no
I
damn
can-
fool though. You can't
She's
say
not. That's what's funny.
She's
It's like
definitely smart. Like,
yeah,
she's
like she really people that be like, oh they do what's her talent?
She about to
Nigga.
get Max B. She about to get Max B free. So fuck it.
Like let's play the let's match bank account game.
Yeah.
Like what you mean what her talent is? What's your motherfucking talent? That's what you need to be worried
Right.
about. This shit, what she doing ain't affecting you.
Nah.
You just got an opinion.
It's just showing another side of her.
everything
yeah.
she's done has worked.
And it's like I'm not mad at the shit that they do. I don't feel like that they just like, all right, so we're gonna get all we're gonna get some famous black men and we're gonna have kids, and it's like
And then free all the black men.
yeah, I don't think that that's what happened. But if some shit worked,
And it worked.
It worked.
nigga, yeah,
It worked.
and I'm making money from that shit, and it's not even. I don't even think it's that big of a deal. If these niggas fall for that shit, you a grown ass man,
Yeah,
okay?
you know what you're getting into.
Like you a grown ass man,
Everybody knows when
Um,
to stop talking to somebody in a relationship.
right?
Yep.
You ain't nobody else gonna blame. Ain't nobody gonna blame you for talking to a broke chick.
Do you know what the fuck you were getting when you were
Yeah.
doing
like-
shit?
You
yeah.
chose each day to keep talking to that person.
It's like so. That's why I'm like the curse. The curse is if you want that shit or not. If you got the curse, then nigga, you ran into that shit, whether
Yeah.
purposely or unintentionally. You know, you knew what you was getting into
Hmm.
because I wouldn't. If I was on like that, the only person that I would talk to would probably be, well, it definitely wouldn't be Kylie. I probably the number one person I'd probably talk to. I wouldn't even try. But if I was approached, it was like you got to make a decision.
Singer wise.
It would be
I'll fuck with
what's
Courtney.
her name?
Courtney.
Not Courtney. It's Courtney second. But first is what's the other one that Kim fought?
That was Courtney.
Oh, so what's
Courtney is the
it's
oldest.
Courtney, Kim, and
And then Brett Favre. I'm not
It's-
gonna call her Brett Favre.
okay, so Courtney is the
Courtney
small
is the
one that
oldest,
kind of look
yeah.
like Janae.
Yeah.
Okay, that's who I will fuck with first. This because she just seemed like she just like over the bullshit.
Hmm.
And then second would be but I thought Lamar Odom wasn't dating Courtney. Who was he dating?
He was dating which one?
I thought her
Fuck.
name was Courtney. I'm terrible. This is gonna be
It's-
bad because I'm pretty
yeah.
sure her name ain't Courtney. And this is like, and
Fuck,
she's
what is her
more
name?
popular
I forgot her
than
name
Courtney.
that quick, and I just said her
Yeah.
name.
Fuck.
God
Man.
damn it.
and then owner over here is just sitting here.
Just let us shrug.
You supposed to know this.
I don't know any of the women y'all are talking about.
The Kardashian girls.
Oh, Courtney,
it's
Chloe.
Chloe. There
Chloe.
we go.
Chloe
Yeah.
done got her. She done
It
fucked
started
up.
with a C.
She
Chloe
fucked up
be
what's called a
second.
career.
Odom.
Nah, Odom, French Montana,
The
the
nigga,
nigga
that
that play for the
club.
Cavs. That nigga doing everything in his power to get away from her. And she won't let that nigga go for shit.
But I feel like Odom and the nigga that played for the Cavs, they did that shit to themselves. Like,
Tristan Thomas, that nigga did.
there you go.
That nigga did everything. He
That
done,
nigga was on camera. This
he
being
done
a
cheated
nigga.
on her, done had a
Yeah.
baby and all that shit.
It's
and
like, yeah,
she
alright,
won't let
yeah.
that nigga go.
That curse shit don't mean nothing. You just like, you ain't gonna be able to do no chick like that and not have to sow what you fucking reap or reap what you fucking sow in this motherfucker. So, and then Lamar Adams, this nigga got on crack. I just don't.
This nigga died for a minute and came
Yeah.
back.
I just
James
ain't had
Harden
no
going
pussy that
through it.
good, bruh.
James Harden went through it with him.
I just like, and that's the thing. It's like, that's why I kind of don't have too much sympathy because, man,
You know what you're getting yourself into.
it's so many. If you're just looking for a pretty chick, because these niggas be already having money. You know what I mean? These niggas be already having money, so it's not like, y'all, we getting with this chick so I can, get money. And you may be doing this like, this definitely gonna raise my bag. You fucking with a Kardashian, then your bag finna raise. But you gonna have to pay the price. But I think the price is subject to the person.
That didn't work so well out for the game, though.
But like what we've been fucking trying to get to, bro, is this Kanye and Nick Cannon.
We all over the place.
We just in this hole, just taking all the back roads. So he sounded, he said a lot of great things. A lot of things that made sense. This time he used his words wisely. It's not like his, it doesn't, it looks like a new Kanye. It looks like a regular Kanye, just like this nigga ain't saying no wild shit.
But
Because he's always been careful with what he says.
I think that's a credit to Nick, because Nick has
I can say that maybe, due to some
Nick
respect.
is
It's like,
really,
I'm not
really
finna get on
tailored.
your shit. Yeah, and be saying, I already know what you didn't, what you been going through. So, but it was saying a lot of shit, and he was basically reiterating what he was saying, just saying it in a better way. And I was so happy about that. But a lot of
You
people
know
ain't
Nick
really
got
gonna
deserve
see
like,
that.
nigga, you can't say that shit.
Yeah.
They already got on my ass about this shit.
Yeah,
so,
because Nick went to Wyoming. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And that's the type of artist I'm gonna be. Like, you want to do an interview?
Give me these tailored questions so it won't go
Like,
haywire.
I don't feel like doing it. If I do it, then yeah, I'll pay for you to come out here. I'll send my jet over to you. Cause I know that's exactly what happened. Kanye ain't having nobody come out. It's fucking Wyoming.
Yeah.
There ain't no fucking airport where there's no commercial airport where this nigga is at.
No. I can't stop looking at your tattoos.
Oh, I'm a rock star.
I know.
For real.
I can't stop looking at them.
They are dope. I want to get arm tattoos, but I haven't got a tattoo in a while. And I'm just like, man, I remember that shit hurt, but
This one was my last one. And that was when my son was born, for me and him both being Pisces.
what is it?
So Pisces.
It's some more shit around that.
It's the two fish and a sign.
Oh, that's the sign like a fish.
Yeah.
Mm.
This is actually it took forever to do this fucking tattoo. Because the nigga had to put like 2 or 3 stamps on it and shit just to tattoo it and shit.
You spent $2,000 or $3,000 on that thing?
Nah, no, it's four tattoos.
Oh,
on
you
one.
mean go
Like,
over it?
yeah, like it's
Okay.
scales in it. He had to put the scales down first to
I
shave.
was like, nigga.
Nigga, I was hurt, nigga. I was bleeding, and I fucked around and got drunk and went and got that shit done. So I was bleeding like a motherfucker.
Yeah. You
I got
shouldn't-
all my tattoos
You
in
shouldn't
all the
drink and
worst
get
places.
tattoos. It's a blood thinner.
I know,
Yeah, you
but
definitely
I didn't
don't
want to
feel that
feel
shit.
nothing. I didn't want to feel nothing, so I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna bleed out like a pig tonight. Fuck it.
I got my shits in all the wrong places. I got it across my chest, and then I got 2 stars on my side, so right under my armpit. And then I got it, like, all the places I got it is, at one point, it was right on the bone. And I'm a skinny ass nigga. And I'm skinnier than what I was when I got these. So I'm just like, oh, shit, this whole time, nigga, this whole body finna be vibrating because
I'm finna start on my back and do my back piece, but that shit,
I just don't have any interest in getting a back tattoo.
I'm finna do my whole back and my chest.
I just feel like I can't see that shit. Like, what I want that shit for? I get tattoos so I can look in the mirror and be like, yeah, I got tattoos. Because who the fuck does it? Like, I mean, but you said you got that shit for Pisces. What birthday is that?
My son's birthday is on February 22nd.
That's
And-
Pisces.
Yeah, and mine's is on March 2nd, so we 9 days apart.
Mm. And what are you?
Pisces. Me
Okay.
and him both are Pisces.
Oh, okay.
And then I got this one, this man-child tattoo. I actually got this one to make Melissa mad.
Niggas is petty.
I got it. We argued, and she was like, "Oh, you ain't nothing but a man-child." So I went to my tattoo artist. I'm like, "All right."
Niggas is fucking. Niggas got a permanent.
Man, child.
I feel you. Like, everything I got on me is just quotes. And, well, not everything. I just got, I don't, my shit look like, my
This is my
tattoos a
first
motherfucking
one.
kid could have
I
did
got
them
this
hoes.
I got my first one. I was 16.
It was the Superman
Yeah.
on some weak shit. Nigga probably was small as fuck at
Yeah,
16.
I was small as fuck. No, because I actually broke my neck and then realized I broke my neck my senior year. I broke my neck, played the game, and I was complaining about pain. And I went to the athletic trainer the next day over there at Lowe's and shit. She was like, yeah, you broke your fucking neck. You could have died on the field. And the next day I got this shit. I was like, all right.
Ah, you ain't doing one, nigga. Niggas could have died plenty of times.
Mm-hmm.
One more brain injury for me, I would have been retarded.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm out here playing. That's why I'm like, I'm not about fighting with niggas. I don't need another brain injury. I've already ran my checkup on that shit. So, nigga,
My
nigga
kids
survive
name
every
on
day,
this.
B.
Yeah.
But nah, I feel you though. I feel you.
I got into a wreck too. I was like, man. And Coach Tova was like, you sure you want to play? I was like, yeah.
Man.
I know you better say fuck Coach Tova.
And I don't even want to put, like, because I feel like that, but then I don't. Like, but that's a whole nother story. But so, back to you being a Pisces. Speaking of that shit, you know, the chick I've been fucking with is an Astro Witch.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll go ahead and talk
Let's
about
go ahead and
how,
get into that. Let's get into relationships.
that's been for the last 2 weeks. I ain't gonna lie. I don't even know if I don't know if I sent her the link to the podcast or not. But she's asked for it several times. I just forgotten. I haven't not done it on purpose. Cause I'm not. You know, I ain't said nothing that I ain't said to her. But anyway, so you know, she's a Astro Witch. Which I think is dope as fuck. I even told my dad. Me and my dad talked about it this weekend as far as what was going on, and that's the first time that we've had an in-depth conversation about a relationship. We've had conversations before, but like this was
The basic,
about an hour
the basic
long.
shit.
Yeah, this is about an hour long, and it was funny. But so Caesar Astro, which of course, if niggas been listening to this, I don't know. I don't want to talk like motherfuckers. Like,
according to our
this week,
analytics, niggas have been listening to it. 'Cause we got niggas listening to us in Russia now.
that we got average of 15 plays. So
It don't
whatever.
matter.
Let's
They
just say
listen.
whatever 30 niggas is listening to this shit. Y'all remember when I was talking about that? You know. So it was a birthday, August 29th. She's been telling me what she wants for her birthday, and I have no problem with that. Um, I'm not a big birthday guy, so when people tell me about their birthdays, if they really make a big deal about it, then I respect that. Even though I don't, I'm not gonna be like, well, I don't even give a fuck about like, no, it means something. Everything that doesn't mean something to you doesn't mean it doesn't mean nothing to somebody else. So I'm like, yeah, what you tell me what you want. We finna make this shit tight. And she told me she gets everything she wants, except for she wanted flowers. I just didn't get a chance to get them hoes. Um, and I apologize for that shit. You know, and I'm telling the story with saying like, yeah, I fucked up as well in this story. So I'm not finna be on some anyway, yeah, I fucked up as well. So
It's the thought
it's
that
the day
matters.
of. I don't, if I got the capability to do it, just literally just tell me what you want and I'm going to do it. So she told me what she wanted and I'm working to get that. And it don't matter if I got to stress out about that shit. That ain't your problem because I'm doing this because I want to. Not because, like, I'm good right now. Not because I'm just like, well, you my girl, so since you my girl on your birthday, like, no, I want to do this all the time. I just don't have the money. Um, but I can do this right now. And not that like a nigga just broke, but a nigga definitely not balling. Um, but you gonna feel good about yourself fucking
Shit, you
with a
should be
nigga.
happy you put the thought into that shit. Cause most niggas be like, I'm just gonna do whatever the fuck I feel like doing.
But that's the thing. I don't give a fuck about most niggas. She not fucking with most niggas. She fucking with me. So I give a fuck about what I do.
Taylor.
So it's like I don't like I'm not even gonna be like, well, and even though I may think that in my head sometimes, like, you fuck with another nigga ain't gonna do no shit like this. But I'm not gonna say that
Yeah,
shit.
you're not coming in with no ego and shit.
Right,
So
because
that
if a
should
chick
be.
told me that, I'll be like, watch me. Like, you got me fucked up. But anyway. So I'm cool with it. I'm happy. I'm excited. It's like the day of. It's her birthday. I'm like, I get to see my baby. It's her birthday. She about to be fired. Um, and she asked me the night before. She was like, "What time do we need to meet up?" And I told her 3. Just meet me at the hotel. And she meets me there. Um, I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of agitated just because my whole day has been. It had nothing to do with her. It's just that uh, I've been running around. It's really that I waited till the last minute to try and do everything, and I do that shit, and I frustrated myself, and I wasn't, and I understood that, so I wasn't upset with her at all. So when I saw her, I was like, this is fucking awesome. Like, hey, shit's getting better now. Um, but it was still awkward, and so I told her, she told me what she wanted to do, so I set everything up. We had the hotel that she wanted. She wanted to get a massage and she wanted to get something to eat. Turns out the hotel restaurant wasn't open, so we couldn't do that. And she was like, just I told you what I want. Just tell me what we're gonna do throughout the day. So I'm like, all right. So when you get here, um, we gonna go get some. I gotta go get. I wasn't done with everything, so I was like, I gotta go get some green. So we went to go get some green, and she was like, before we did that, she was like, I'm hungry. I want to eat before we get a massage. But I was like, we gonna get a massage and then we gonna go eat and then we gonna go to the hotel and we gonna chill, whatever. And she was like, okay, that's cool. And then she changed her mind, of course. And I'm like, that's fine. And then, so by the time we got the weed, she was like, okay, I don't want to get nothing to eat right now. I just want to go and get a massage. And so I'm like, okay. So let me call them and tell them we're changing our appointment time.
Like I said last week, you way more patient than me.
And
I'd have been lost my shit.
bro, I'm way more patient than a lot of people. It has nothing to do with
I'd have lost my shit. Like, look, fam.
But where I fuck up, it's like I'll be really patient, and then I will be not patient at all once I get to that point. It's like I'm really patient, and then it just seems crazy because I went from this to that. So now and I'm finna get to that point where that happened during this situation. So I was like, okay, cool. I call the Chinese people. We gotta go through the whole, hello? Hello? And like, I would like to change my time. I'm Michael. Hello? I'm like, fuck. Alright. I want to change my time.
Yeah. So you doing
got that
extra
done.
shit.
And then eventually they text us, and then they call and confirm it. So I was like, that's what's up. So we do that, and that was great. And then I'm like, so what you want to eat? And she didn't know, and hey, I already know that she don't know, and that's okay, cause it be times I don't know what the fuck I want to eat, and that's fine. All right, but I'm not finna, and she didn't do this, but I'm not finna play the game. It's like you don't know, and then you ask me, and then I give suggestions. It's like, nah. Well, I had that earlier today, and it's like, okay. You seem to know a lot of what you don't want, so we got to be getting to a point of what you do want. So let's get to let's go ahead and get to that shit. But she got to the point where she was like, what do you want to eat? And I was like, whatever you want to eat. It's your birthday.
Is that a thing with you?
No.
That's a good question.
No, I normally know what I want to eat.
So, you say you do or you don't?
I
normally?
do.
Okay. So, what you want to eat right now?
Probably some fruit, like some grapes. I really like some like natural sweets. I like watermelon.
Okay.
It's I'm like in a snack kind of mood.
So, if I was to go to
I would ask you to go to Walmart and get a fruit cup.
And I'll be
Right.
fine. That'll be fine.
But
At
if
least
I
you
was to
have
go
an idea
somewhere
what you
else
want.
Huh?
and get what I wanted to eat, say right now I want a chicken wing.
Okay, I'd be like, let's go to Pluckers.
They got some good.
I ate Pluckers yesterday. Nigga, that shit was lit
That
as
shit
fuck.
good as fuck, nigga. I went there with my homeboy for the first time, like sometime earlier this year, and I was like, nigga.
I had a moment to be petty yesterday and shit. I was like, I ordered Pluckers and she was like, oh, you didn't get us nothing? I'm like, nah, we broke up.
Niggas is shit, bro. Alright, but let me get through, cause I forgot it. Alright, so, and I understand, and I know that every woman is the same. I mean, not
What?
Not the same.
No, whoa, that came out.
What-
So
that came
that's
out.
not what I
Backtrack.
mean.
What did you
That
say?
is, every
Please
woman is
don't
not
cancel
the
us,
same.
y'all.
That's what I was trying to. Oh my
Thank you very
god!
much.
Don't
Oh,
cancel us,
shoot.
people.
My heart beating fast as fuck right now. That is not what I was trying to say. But
Oh, man.
I know that every woman is not the same. Nobody's the same, and that's fine. I don't have a problem with you not knowing what to eat. You know, so even in this situation on her birthday, even that situation wasn't a problem. It took her about 10, 15 minutes. And then we was like, all right, we're going to go here. And he was like, all right, cool. That's fine. It's nothing. I don't have a problem with that at all. Went there, ate, and she was like, it's cool. And I wasn't even offended with that. Like, I ain't cooked the shit. So, like, I can't tell you how it's gonna taste. So, and like I tasted, I was like, yeah, this shit is straight, you know. And everything was going good. Her friends came over
Why was
to the
her
hotel
friends there?
because
That's
it's her
supposed-
birthday. She want her
I,
friends
I
there.
understand that, but that's
It's her
you and her
birthday.
time.
I know some friends I would invite over on my birthday. Like, that's normal.
But you got a hotel,
Okay.
so apparently you want your dick out at some point. I'm not trying to show
I
up.
mean, at some point, but at this point, her friends are there, so my dick isn't out. Like, I'm fine with that. Like, please have your friends over.
oh man,
Like, that's cool with me. I don't see what's the big like. And I've never met. Now, if it's some people that you're just like, I don't fuck with these motherfuckers, and that's a different story. But I've never met them before, so I'm like, all right.
she
shit.
could have done that when I was out eating.
No, this was actually
When y'all at
they
the
got
room?
there right when we was about to eat, start
Okay.
eating.
Cause I thought you were saying
or
she was
either
in,
right
they were in
after-
the room with you and shit. Like, nope, that's weird.
Like, nah, it was nothing that was like intrusive or nothing like that. It was just some regular shit. So they get there, they're cool, they leave, you know, and then the night continues. We're drinking. She's an astro witch, so she runs this her bath and has all the candles and the shit in the tub and everything. And so, you know, I come in there and then she asked me to get in the tub or whatever, and I was like, yeah, I got this song for this wonderful young lady. It's for you. Let me play it for you. I play the song and she immediately starts talking. And I'm just like, cool.
Motherfucker,
The
listen to
intro's
the
long.
song.
You got about 30 seconds. You know. So I'm just like, I'm listening. It's like, you know, it's just a beat right now. You know, I ain't came in yet or nothing. You know, she's runs that stop sign. So, you know, I'm in my verse right now. And she's still
Like, did you warn her?
going in. Did you hear what I just
Yeah, but I
said?
mean,
I have a
Did
song for the special young lady. This is a song that I made for you.
yeah.
And then I push play and you hear something playing, then that obviously must be what I was just talking about. I mean, I
Yeah.
think that would be, you know, a logical position to take.
I'm trying to give her some.
It was disrespectful.
Yeah. I'm trying to avoid that shit, but
It's a very good song, though. It is.
Yeah,
It's
because
a slapper.
I played it before this, and it is, and she liked it, and I believe her. But when I just sent it to her today, and that was like about her birthday was on 29th. It's the
It's the
7th
7th
of
today.
September. Her birthday was on 29th of August. So I believe she likes it, but you know my feelings were still hurt, and no. Less than halfway through the
you
song.
put the effort into making the song about somebody, so that means she struck her emotion.
But granted, for me to make a song, if I'm in the mood, doesn't take a lot of effort because that's my job. That's like LeBron making layups. Like, this nigga gonna get at least 20 a game.
Yeah.
You know, and not saying it didn't mean nothing, but you know, it's
You directed it.
it's the fact that, you know, I spent that effort for you, you know, but so we're about no more than halfway through the song. She's like, can you turn it to something else?
That remind me of that Drake song.
When he was like, "She
Yeah.
wanted to hear some Ludacris, some
Yeah.
Ludacris."
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about now?
So yeah, and so it's like I've been there before in that situation, but not. I've never been like, "This is for you." Please listen. It's
Yeah.
been like, this is some shit I made. Like, check this out.
And
so it's happened before.
I got sensitive about that shit. I'm like,
Nigga,
look, man.
when I tell you, and I cried inside, in my head, the first thing I said was like, nigga, let's go home. Like,
Let's get out of here.
and I was just like, and she just kept talking. And I was just looking at her, and I was like, I don't think she realized what she just did.
Like she punched you in the nuts and didn't realize she did the shit.
Yeah. And it's like,
Did you bring up how you felt?
I brung up how I felt. I'm going to tell you when I did that. All right. So I didn't say nothing then. I didn't say anything. It's a birthday. I'm not going to be like,
try not to rain
so
on
you're
her
not going to
parade.
listen to my song that, like, you like her, bro. Like, don't do that. Not right now. Just calm down.
Be like,
relax.
I love you, motherfucker. Listen.
Because I could have went off and been very egotistical, but it was just like, and I would have had every right to, but it's like, nah, I'm not trying to have that type of night. So I was just like, all right, fuck it.
That was very mature.
I cry about this shit tomorrow.
I'm not. I'm not that mature. I would be like, look, fam, you fucking up my.
Yeah.
Bro, but that's the thing, like the shit that I'm doing
I'm petty
to,
as fuck.
like, and then I even agreed with her because she calls me detached, and I agreed with her. I can be very detached, and what can I do to make you not feel like that? And the whole issue is like, I don't think she's just concerned with the fact that she feels like that, and she's not trying to change that.
Yeah. But I mean, you writing a song about her is a great fucking gesture. Like, nigga, I would have wrote her a fucking note. They were like, look here, this is how I feel about it. You wrote a whole fucking song.
But you ain't never been in a relationship with me. And I know I can be
Yeah.
very detached in the sense of,
Nigga, you ain't nothing
I ain't
but a
gotta
smaller
talk to
version
you.
of me, so I understand.
I ain't got to talk to you all the time. But I fucks with you just as much as I fuck with you the last time I said that I fuck with you. Like, ain't shit changed. Like, we gonna talk a lot at the beginning, but after about 2 months, like, we not finna be talking all day every day. We
You
know
gonna
a
run out of
lot.
shit to talk about.
Like, yeah, it ain't that much shit. Like, I'm not finna text you like, oh, you know what I just thought about? I saw a ladybug, and ladybugs are for good luck. So I feel like right now I got some really good luck.
Do you text like that?
Like what?
Like text every.
Just like that. Like, who would send
No.
that text?
No, I wouldn't send a text like that.
And who would receive that and be like, this motherfucker really care about me?
I would be like, I don't like ladybugs.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, I was better off just like sending a ladybug and being like, good luck. And going back to what the fuck I was doing.
Uh-huh.
And it's like, I mean, not a lot of shit happens that doesn't regularly happens in my day. So,
Especially in this quarantine, you
like,
ain't
when
much.
something does, yeah, you gonna be the first to know. So how often are we supposed to talk? And then the answer comes, it's like, I don't know. I don't.
But that goes back to what you said to me, like months and months back. Relationships are weird as fuck. Like, girl and boy relationship is the weirdest relationship. Period. Like, what did you say? That's the only relationship that you come in with expectations. You don't have that same thing with friendship and shit.
Not at all. Not at all.
Like, nigga, relationships is probably the hardest thing for me to do because I can be real nonchalant, but if I care, I care, and that's the issue I'm dealing with right now.
And
Is I care too much.
But I know probably on her side is she's feeling like you don't care enough. and so I can. There's obviously There's obviously a problem with that across the board with both male and female.
But it should be
This
simpler
isn't the
than
first time. Yeah, this isn't the first time that I've had those. I heard the feelings that she's having expressed to me. This is the first time that I've heard it put in a term that I can understand. As far as no woman has ever been like, I just feel like you're really attached. But I've definitely been in situations when that would be, if I was to be like, so you feel like I'm detached, they would be like, yes.
How do you feel about relationships?
I prefer life partnerships. I don't like to really like put a specification on one individual when it comes to a relationship.
Because you put an obligation on that shit.
Yeah,
And I'm
because-
starting to feel like that now. Like,
No, that's
We
exactly what happened.
it seems
You
like
put a
that's the
title with
best.
obligation. Well, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Like I always promise somebody like my vibe with them is real, but I'm not gonna obligate myself to just you. You know, if anything, I believe in like polygamy relationships, and I just can't see myself devoted to one person for the rest of my life.
Which is fair. You should be able to say that and not feel weird about it.
They either accept it or they don't, and if they don't, then you just move on and find somebody who is more accepting.
Yeah, and that's pretty
That's
much
what
where
I'm leaning
at.
towards now, because I've tried that just me and you relationship, and that shit's not working out for me. Like, I'm getting burnt out with that
I
shit.
just feel like if you know unfaithfulness is a problem with you, then you gotta let somebody up front when you get to know them that like I really fuck with you and I want to be with you, but I do see.
Other shit.
Yeah, I like other people.
But see, that's the thing. Like, I don't even have a problem with. I used to. I ain't gonna lie. I fucked up some very good shit. Just being a nigga. And
I can't pick this
like
up. I can't pick
This
this
nigga-
up.
see Kevin Belly getting his way.
Thank you.
My fucking belly is in the way. Struggles of being a fat kid, man.
But it's like dang, I forgot what I was saying.
Just relationships.
But-
I mean, I'm in a situation now where I'm going through a breakup and shit. And detaching myself is the hardest shit ever. It's hard as fuck,
Yeah,
but it's something I gotta do.
yeah.
And I think multiple relationships would probably be the best thing for me right now, so I won't get detached to shit.
And being in a relationship is so much more different than 10 years ago because there's so many different ways to meet people
yeah.
and
Yeah.
Yeah,
This-
yeah.
it just how relationships work should evolve as well.
Mhm.
How I feel.
And yeah, to wrap it up, like I just feel like men and women, like we both be on some fuck shit, and we gotta listen to each other. And I think there's a culture of men that's just like, these women don't know what they doing. I gotta tell them what to do.
Which
And
is
then-
fucking stupid.
There's a culture of women that does the same thing or something similar, but just that it's not the problem. The problem isn't the gender. The problem is the attitude. And I like,
Communication is fucked up.
but it's just because I don't like I don't like having situations that don't work out and me blaming it on somebody else. I
I
don't
can
like that.
stomach it way better if you tell me in the beginning, I like you, but I want to fuck other people. I can stomach that way better.
But
than,
that's not even my issue. Like I've had a lot of different type of
Well,
relationships.
with my preference of a relationship, like of a dream relationship, would be 3 girls. So I completely disagree.
That's too many.
That's a lot.
You know
I
what?
wouldn't want
But
any
I
man
like
than
it.
that. I think
I've
it's
had
total.
I've had 2 and that was
That-
I
I've
have
had
one
2 and
now
that's-
because I've had 2. So
I
So
really
it's
think that
stressful.
men are the problem.
this like nigga, good Godspeed. If that shit
I
work out,
tried that shit. That shit did not
let
work.
me know what you do. But you know, that's a lot.
And I think
that's
it's
a lot of
mostly
work.
my fault because I'm moody as fuck.
Yeah, it's definitely.
I can be
gonna
happy 1 minute and want to be in love and shit, and then the next minute I be like, yeah, I'm not feeling this so much.
but women can feel like that as well. Even though, I mean, the women I've run across, most of them, I've had one that has pulled a me on me, and I was just like, and I'm still in communication with her to this day, and I was just
Hey,
like,
it's like
man.
that. It's like that. That Seinfeld episode with George was like, you try to pull a B on me. I invented that shit.
Yeah. Gonna make me bleed my own blood? Like, shit.
Like, just be honest, man. Just expectations of relationship nowadays are unreal, and it's like fucking ridiculous.
It is. But we can have a whole.
We could have a whole episode about this
Yeah,
shit.
we might just do that. Just have a whole little
But y'all
thing.
gonna have to pay for that one though.
nigga said. So we finna go on Patreon.
Yep. We might as well shit.
All right, y'all 30 motherfuckers. Y'all heard.
the 3% in Russia and the 3% in Canada. Y'all motherfucker got to pay for that shit.
Niggas in Russia just keep accidentally clicking.
Fuck them. Fuck them.
Hey, so like, what the fuck is this shit? Every time.
These niggas out here talking about some real shit.
But yeah, this has been the What You Thought podcast. My name is Michael Taylor,
It's Big KP, man.
And Anna B.
and you gonna come chat with us again.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
We enjoyed
Her body
you.
language doesn't say that, but her voice said that. Her body language is like,
Super
these niggas
welcoming.
is crazy.
Nah.
Nah, I'm fucking with you.
I'm fucking lit. I'm lit as shit right now.
This is What You Thought podcast, and we out this motherfucker.
Y'all be easy, man.